most definitely. This must see TV right now. This must see TV.
Yeah.
This must see TV. Is this the new wave over here? We the new Death Row. The boogeyman is here. The boogeyman is here.
All right, man, we here, Caneville, Footballville, I'm D. Here with some interesting guys, man. We got Miami Central whole defensive staff. Now, this may look weird because I know y'all don't hear these guys ever talk. They always like this, unless the game is going on. You don't ever hear them go talk. They don't say nothing. They do a lot of winning, and they do it in quiet fashion. You know what I'm saying? But they're here today because it's a platform. They can say what they want to say, and they tired of hearing everybody else talk. Right?
Yeah, most definitely. This must see TV right now. This must see TV.
Yeah.
This must see TV. Is this the new wave over here? We the new Death Row. The boogeyman is here. The boogeyman is here. We here.
So listen, introduce yourself, man. From right to left. Left to right. How you looking at?
Coach P, Miami Central linebacker coach.
Coach Dub, Miami Central, JV defensive coordinator, and head of analytics.
Coach Maul, D-line coach.
Coach Jube, defensive coordinator, secondary, Miami Central.
Okay, when you say head of analytics, what is that?
I do all the charting, pretty much the film work, the groundwork,
Game operations.
Yeah, game operations,
Yeah.
things like that.
Y'all won in youth football too, right?
Most
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, with the Ravens, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
Who do you see, and that's what I'm saying. Like, this stuff starts in the community. Like, it's not just like it starts in the community. They go up to high school, but it's the winning wave starts at the youth level. So listen, you was part of how many state championships?
Central 2.
You
2.
huh?
Two.
At Central 3.
Yeah. You won anywhere else?
Yeah, Gabi. I've coached at Gabi, state champions.
Yeah.
Lincoln, they were state champions.
Really? Who you
I
had
coached
on your Gabi team?
T.J. Davis. Who else we had? Quentin Andrews. Not Quentin Andrews. We had Poncho Thomas, Jakari Thomas, Jacob Pugh.
Yeah. What about Lincoln?
Lincoln, we had John Burke. Who else we had? We had Chris Bram. John Burke went to Texas.
Yeah.
We also had the Hearns brothers who went to Louisville. So, you know, coach was able to coach under Ronnie Cottrell, coach under Yusef Shakir, who was at Manatee as well. Then I went over to North Marion. We came down here and actually played that Booker T team. They had that win streak.
I was there.
Yeah, brought
How
down.
did it turn out?
We lost in the end.
Yeah.
Blocked field goal. I
remember that.
You know, we had a team, a loaded team. We sent like on that team we had like 13 kids go D1.
Who was the head coach?
Stephen Field.
Steve Fields.
Yeah.
University of Miami.
University of Miami.
Yeah?
Yeah. He was Stephen
You
Field.
coached under him for how long?
That was a year, and then he left. We went off to FAMU, and Coach Willie Offer came.
Yeah.
And we you know, that program was in itself. You know, laid down the foundation, and they went to the state finals 2 years ago. Lost to Cardinal Gibbons.
Right.
So it's a pedigree as far as programs that I've been through. But also, when I came down to Miami, coached at Miami Springs.
Yeah.
But me and my boy, we broke the 25-year drought of playoffs, made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Went to New Orleans, coached on that team. We had Nadab Joseph, Eric Smith.
Yeah.
You name it, we had them on. That was the team that beat Northwestern.
Oh yeah.
Not the team with Emmett, not with the linebacker. That
No,
was right after
the
him.
next year.
The next year.
Right.
When they had us down 28-7, and we came back and
And
won.
one loss, they lost.
Footballville, right?
Yeah. You shoot. Carol City. Take your pick. Naquan Wright.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what
You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna talk about that.
It goes on and on. I'm a winner,
Yeah.
regardless.
I see.
Wherever I go, I'm a factory.
Yeah. You
I'm the factory. Me. It's a conveyor belt. Once I go, it's going. Just like you got Nike.
Yeah.
The Nike that on that belt, that thing drop off.
Yeah.
The same product coming again.
Yeah.
Coming again.
But what you say to this? Well, people watch this stuff and they see these names, they hear these names. What do you guys say to people who say that it's easy? Y'all got talent. It's easy to win with talent. What do y'all say to that?
I tell them come to practice. come to practice. And come see this talent.
Right.
Because I'm glad you said that. This must see TV. I'm gonna make the segment right now. I'm the director. Watch this, Coach Jube. ICGO. You know what that means? It's coaching going on. It's coaching going on. This is the second of the day. ICGO, meaning that we have to, because one thing about it, 2 days for sure, everybody want to see the trophies at the 50-yard line in December. Everybody want to see, oh, they said they supposed to win. But they don't see January. They don't see February, March. They don't see that grind that these kids. Because when you say that, you're taking away from them kids' hard work. Right. You're taking away from them kids' blood, sweat, and tears in that weight room, working out on Saturday. You're taking away from that. You just, what? Y'all just good. Right. Oh, so you think I was made like this?
They ain't there when we wake up 8 o'clock Saturday after a long night, hanging out. You hung out all night. You got to get up because
it's time to work.
Time to work.
Time to work.
Got practice.
So that one thing our kids have is a lunch pail mentality. There's a standard at Central.
So y'all practice hard.
That's other practice.
Anytime a kid tell me, hey man, I'm cheering from the Central, I be like, boy, they practice like it's the 90s.
But people, you know what? You know what's funny? When they say that, right? This is what they say. They say, well, we want the Central. Man, that's the easy way. Actually, you're taking a road less travel. You're taking a road less travel, bro. That's what I'm letting you know. When you say, okay, I'm gonna sign up for that green and white, you signing up for the standard. You signing up to be a part of this, man. Because when you are part of it, it's a fraternity, it's a family. You know what I'm saying? When you see Dalvin Cook, it's a brotherhood. When Dalvin Cook on TV and they say your name for Monday Night Football, he say Dalvin Cook. He don't say Florida State University. He say Dalvin Cook. Miami Central, because that's the effect that Miami Central and that program has had on his life. Right. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's my problem with what people saying as far as like, oh, it's easy over there. Well, come on. Yeah. And just take a day. I don't even want you to sign up. Just come and watch. Because the standard that we practice so hard that the game is so easy.
Yeah.
But everybody just see that part, the trophies and the winning. Right. Oh, it's gonna happen. Once you get there, it's automatically gonna happen. Come to practice.
Yeah.
That weight room is just like practice, hard.
Yeah.
Listen,
hard.
Listen, the separation is created in our preparation, and we prepare.
Say it again.
The separation is created in our preparation. Hey, you ain't got to be scared when you're prepared, and we ain't scared.
Because we know what you're gonna do before you do it. We know when you change your get ready.
ICGO, we the new wave. It's coaching going on.
Okay, so look, so every off season, free agency starts. It starts in high school football, and people always say Central, Northwestern, they take everybody kids, right?
Right.
What y'all say to that?
Okay, let's be real about the situation. Let's understand the setting and the narrative that's being pushed, right? Because a lot of these guys, they want to say, yeah, man, because y'all not building y'all kids. Right. And y'all got y'all. I heard somebody say the other day, man, I got 8,000 kids. Y'all ain't got programmed kids. I'm like, how? And then you know, a lot of these guys, they want to say, hey, you know, because our JV program is elite. You know, y'all ain't got no JV program. Well, we would have a JV program, but our 10th grader was too busy winning Defensive Player of the Year for Florida. That's not my fault that he's so talented and he worked so hard to be on varsity to be the Defensive Player of the Year in Ruben Bain. We'd also, if our 10th grade quarterback who won state and made all state, by the way, played JV, we'd have an awesome JV program. It's not taking away from our JV kids because guess what? We have a great JV program.
Have a JV program.
We got a great JV program.
I pulled 5 JV D linemen up from last season. They went through the playoffs.
2019, we started 4 freshmen on defense and won the state championship. The defense.
Who were the 4 freshmen?
Watch. Okay, I'll tell you right now. It was Ruben Bain, Delvon O'Garo. Matter of fact, I'm gonna name the parks so y'all can be Ruben Bain, Ravens. Delvon O'Garo, Ravens. Antoine Shepard, Opalaka. Santana Fleming.
Ravens.
No, it was the Ravens and he was at Washington Park, right?
2019. Yeah, I started 4 freshmen, right? Somebody should be able to exploit that, right? Like a team y'all playing against should be able to see they got 4 freshmen out there. We should be able to.
But we Miami Central.
We started 4 freshmen and we Miami Central.
Right. So it don't matter.
We got amazing. We got 30,000. Why are you starting 4 freshmen if you have 30,000 seniors?
Right.
What are we talking about here? It's got to be some type of development going on where you can put kids who are 14 years old and put them on a big stage on national television and put them and they can perform. Right. It's got to be some type of development. Yeah. Or
you know what? The naysayers, I think, I always say this, man. With success comes haters. Yeah. It goes hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? It does not. And if you can't, you got to be able to deal with the haters if you want to be successful. It goes hand in hand. People that are saying people that are saying those things about y'all, if you gave them a formula to win state, no matter what it was, it could be stealing kids, It could be taking everybody 12th graders, handing out bags of money. Most of them will take it to win.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's just because y'all in the position, y'all doing all the winning. They gotta be an excuse why y'all winning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, well, let's talk about that then. So if y'all got all the talent, okay, I'm gonna set it up. My homeboy Frog coached basketball. He went to Matt Academy. They wasn't good in basketball.
Right.
He turned them good. And he would say that he liked coaching the Hispanic kids that didn't really know because they would listen. And they would do what he told them to do.
Right.
AJ comes up here and says, it's harder to coach talent because how could you tell Joseph Viery, how could you tell them not to do this when they know they could just just go out there, turn it on, and do what they want to do? How do y'all feel about that? Is it y'all day in and day out with 20 D1 kids? Does it get rough or is it a challenge?
Personally, my coaching career, I started off at North Miami and then I went to Springs. I used to be like that too. Oh yeah, I ready to get somebody who shit.
So at North Miami and Springs, you didn't have as much talent.
I didn't have no.
Right.
We got the little Chicos or a little Haitian kid that never played that. Cause I played at Central and I was used to, you know, when I met Haitians, I met these guys.
Yeah.
That knew how to play ball, so we would get at it.
Yeah.
But when I went over there, it was different. Like those kids, they mama like, nah, they don't understand football.
Yeah.
I went to Springs, they ain't understand it. So we getting our head beat in. But I'm coaching my ass off trying to get these kids going. I'm like, man, this ain't it.
Right.
So I finally got to Northern. Those kids was a little different.
Yeah.
So I came back to Central. I love this shit, man.
Yeah.
I love this shit.
Coco, when you say that, you gotta understand. 'Cause see me, I'm gonna give the accolades because nobody's gonna say it. You talking? Listen, this guy right here, he's been in Central 2 years, 2 back-to-back years. The defensive player of the year in the state of Florida, Class 6A, came off his defensive line.
Yeah.
Trayvon Allen 2019, Ruben Bain 2020, and we don't know who's the next for 2021. But you know it's a factory. I told you it's gonna keep going. That ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna stop.
Right. So now listen, let's get back to the question. So coaching talent, tell me some of the difficult things about coaching talent.
I think when you coaching talent, AJ is right, where it's like they believe like, yo, I got this. But the thing about coaching talent, the way I do it is mainly believe in my system.
Yeah.
Believe in me. I tell the kids all the time, because you got to understand, we had the Terrence Lewis and the things like that. We had to have those conversations like, hey, boss, this defense ain't made for superstars.
I be on the sideline.
This defense ain't made for
I see
superstars.
I see it.
And they all gonna get the same meat,
Yeah.
regardless. I don't care how many stars you got behind your name.
Right.
This defense is not made for superstars. If you play within the system, you'll be a superstar. That's it. And once they learn that, okay, I'm gonna play within the system, it's just like Miami Heat when they first got together. They had to figure out, oh shoot, when LeBron and bought the big three, that first year when they lost to the Mavericks, they didn't understand how to fit together. But then once they figured out, okay, I got a role in this. Okay, LeBron, you the man.
Right.
Okay, you Batman, I'll be Robin. Okay, cool. Now the things start rolling. Once the kids with talent understand their role in the situation, the Joakim Browns of the world, they say, okay, this is the role that I play, then I'll play it well.
Yeah.
And then that's how, for me, once I get the talented kids to believe in my system, believe in my culture, and believe in the process that I have for them to be successful, it's easy.
Once they trust you,
they're going to flow like water. Easy.
But it's just difficult getting them on track because they can just
In the beginning,
go out there and freestyle.
in the beginning. But then when they start saying, "Oh shoot, I can't do this on my own.
because the culture.
I can't do this on my own.
Right.
I'm a small piece to a bigger puzzle." Then that's really because to be honest, like today's kids, it's so individual. It's so much individuals. Me.
Right.
So when you're coaching a team sport, now you're going against social media and everything that these kids are prone to be angled towards, which is myself, my phone, my life.
Right.
But now you're trying to teach them to be in a cohesive environment to go to a united goal. So now you have to break their mindset of far as being like me, and being we. Contrary to popular belief, that's the main thing that we teach is being team oriented, being family oriented, being a brotherhood. That's why when you go on a Central game, you see alumni. We encourage that. Come back. Come talk to them. Come show them what happened. Great stories, not so great stories.
Right.
I want them to see both aspects of it.
Right.
So, and when they do see that, then guess what? The buy-in happens. It ain't no, because when they don't buy in, it's shoot, I scored. We lost, but I scored.
Individual.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once you get them to be past the individual statistics and the goals, and they want to go to a common goal with their group, that's when the talented kids, they want to succeed. They buy in. Because honestly, I look with an analytical eye, man. All right, yeah, is he buying in though, or is he just still? Man, I'm gonna give me.
Right.
I'm only here for me. I'm ready for these O's. I'm ready to drop my. Thank you for giving me my 37,000 offer letter.
Those kids don't work. Those kids don't work at Central. Those are the ones that you can come pluck.
Have y'all ever had to sit down any also? Have you had that TT make? Well, I sound like y'all told TT to come sound a lot of times. But have y'all ever had to like
what?
Talk to me.
Of course.
But you know, for us, it happens in practice. Though. We bench in practice, like bitch.
Give me an example.
Ruben Bain. In the playoffs.
Tell the people who Ruben Bain is.
Ruben Bain, 4-star sophomore defensive end. Gonna be the next household name in Dade County.
Bingo.
But in practice, this past season, in the playoffs, you know, I don't know. He got this little thing where he get mad, he talk under his breath. Nah, I heard it, because you said it.
Right.
Get your ass on the scout team. You're gonna take every scout team rep, and then you got to come back and come take
First team.
you know what I'm saying? Every first team rep. Oh, and if I don't like how you're taking it, okay. We got this sled over here, and I'm gonna get my work out you.
What if he quit in that moment? What if he ain't doing this?
It ain't no quit.
But what if he does?
But what if he does?
How would y'all handle that?
Nobody's bigger than the program.
Hey, it is what it is.
See, and I think as coaches, sometimes that has to happen. I call it like a public beheading. Somebody has to get beheaded. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't just keep selling wolf tickets. Once that happens, then everybody else look at it like, oh, like Ruben Bain, they just let him walk out the door.
Nah.
Yeah. So y'all say the breaking down happens in practice.
It happens in practice.
After practice. You got to set your tone with your main guys.
Yeah.
Then it trickles down to everybody else. You can't always try to set your tone to a duck, and then, like you say, leave the high standard guys alone and let them do what they do.
Right.
You will never build that program. You will never build that atmosphere.
Right.
You understand? So first and foremost, like he said, Ruben Bain, one of our top guys. We had to set that tone with him. Terrence Lewis, when he came in, we had to sit down and set that tone with him. Hey, listen, you ain't at the school that you was at before.
Right.
When you come to 95th Street, when you come to Miami Central, this is the goal.
Yeah.
This is what we're gonna set down from
Right.
from the start. And if you can't follow our rules, you can't follow our guidelines, hey, you might need to go somewhere else.
Right.
But at the end of the day, he said, Coach, this is where I want to be at. I know I had to come here to come to college, to become college ready. And then once we had that conversation, we had that talk, and we had that sit down, okay, son, now we can move forward. And coming into with all our kids, that's what we do as a staff. Not only as a defensive staff, but an offensive staff as well.
Right.
A lot of things, a lot of coaches don't understand. It ain't always about coaches. At the end of the day, you have to sit down and listen what the kid is saying. You understand? You got to have certain conversation with these kids. You don't know what kids go through once they leave football practice or once they leave school. Right. A lot of kids go through a lot outside of football.
Like
so
what? Like what? Because listen, everybody ain't grew up where we grew up.
Right.
And not at all.
So give me an example. You ain't gotta say no name. What a kid came to practice one day and give me something.
For example, 2015 year, my first year at Miami Central.
Yeah.
We had a kid that we didn't know nothing about this that was going on at home, where the kid was hopping from house to house, living with friends. I'm talking about as far as parents, the child parent that he was staying at didn't know that the child was actually living at their house, sleeping at the house, because he had to sneak in the middle of the night through different football teams, different football players' houses. And you understand? And we as coaches didn't know until one day he got missing for a couple of days. And then when we finally reached out to him and we sat that child down and he explained everything that happened, it touched everybody's heart. Right. And from there, we as a Miami Central staff, we had to build this mentorship program with all our boys and boys that's actually at our school. You don't have to play football for us to mentor you or talk to you. Right. You understand? We reach our kids from all over the school. And not only the school, from different parks, from different neighborhoods. Like, we got kids that never played for us, that we look out for. And these are the things that people don't know about what we do as a program.
What he had became homeless? Like, what happened?
Yeah, basically he became homeless, lost his mother and father at a young age, was living with the aunties, the family members, and they had too much on their table
Yeah.
where they wasn't, they ain't had too much,
get it,
whatever.
I get it.
So he basically went a different direction.
Yeah.
Understand? Trying to go towards the street life.
Yeah.
But we had to grab that kid and tell him, hey, listen, we got you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What we was doing for him is stuff that nobody ever did for him in life, but we don't speak on that.
Right.
You understand? So, like we say, we here for the kids. We're not here for the he say, the she shade, the politics. That's not what we're here for. And that's why you never heard from us guys.
Right.
You understand? But at the end of the day, enough is enough.
Right.
You understand?
Right. Okay. So enough is enough, and y'all here now. So what's going on out there, bro? Y'all came here to talk about some things that's going on. People saying a lot of stuff about y'all.
I mean, the narrative that's being pushed outside of in the street more so is, yeah, man, it's a bunch of poaching. Central go take your kid. They don't develop there. They only care about winning and this, that, and the third. And our program is, first off, man, we don't badmouth anybody's program. That's first and foremost. Right. At the end of the day, we too busy focused on our program to even be worried about another person's program.
Right.
We really just so focused on developing our kids that's coming in our program. If you want to be a Rocket and you live within the district, hey, be a Rocket. Because at the end of the day, the thing is, for us, it's like, check your books before you start speaking on the program.
Right.
Like, check the history book as far as what's going on. Man, Central ain't got no 4-year kids, and then like, well, Dalvin Cook went to Central as a 10th grader, graduated.
It's a lot of
the Big Baby, 4-year kid. Who else? We got Maurice Smith starting center at Florida State.
Donovan
4-year
Thompson.
kid. Donovan Thompson, 4-year kid.
No, man, that's not even true. Some of the kids gonna go. That's not even true.
But-
Some of the kids just have to go to Central, just like some of the kids got to go to West.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like,
there.
but it's the continuous slander on the brand.
On the brand,
We
like,
stand on this
brand.
brand, like, and we stand on what we do as far as our hard work, as far as how we develop these kids who are a part of our program, and it's continuously because let's call a spade. We the boogeyman.
Right. When you say that, what do you mean?
We the boogeyman. Everybody's so. When you speak of the boogeyman, nobody wants to talk about that because you don't want the boogeyman to show up. You know what I'm saying? Bloody Mary 1, Bloody Mary 2, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So you don't want them to show up, so you don't speak on them.
Right.
So they think when they push these narratives, Central, they got 18 running backs over there. You don't want to go over there.
Right.
And then all the while, it's like, what? Are you serious? Like, it's not even that could be nothing furthest from the truth.
Right.
Where we actually everything you get at Central, you earn.
Right.
Point blank period. Everything you get at Central, you earn. You'll keep Brown. When he first played at Central, he got number 14.
Yep.
Hey, man, I want number 1. Well, you better do something.
You gotta work for it.
You better do something. We play at nighttime over here. You was playing in the daytime over there. You better do something.
Y'all knew you would keep the play though, right? Y'all already.
Oh,
knew.
yeah, most definitely.
But he still got to earn it.
But he still got to earn it.
Everything, but see, this is the thing. We so old school at Central. Everything's about competition, and that's what we instill in our kids. Because we live in a society where it's like everybody wins, which is furthest from the truth. Because everything in life that you do after you leave high school or whatever, you got to compete for. You got to compete for that job. Hell, you got to compete for your woman. You think you're the only one that thinks she's pretty. You got to compete. So you got to get that innate competition edge, competitive edge in yourself from football, from academics and things of that nature. That's what we try to instill. So when they sit up there and say, nah, man, they ain't coaching over there, I can't tell. Because we're able to field a team with youngsters who just off the park.
Right.
Lamar Seymour is a freshman. Ruben May is a freshman. The list goes on. Lexington Joseph. At FIU, 4-year kid. Keyshawn Owens. FIU, 4-year kid. Like, I'm not making this up.
Yeah.
So, granted, people get transferred, that's right. But the nucleus, the reality of the situation is Central has a program. It's not a team, it's a program. It's a factory. You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
And honestly, and we can go about the landscape of sports, because, you know, when you grew up, it was Jordan, you know what I'm saying? And people want to call him the GOAT, but then you realize it's an era-based sports landscape. So, you know, you had your Jordan era, then you had your Kobe era, now you got your LeBron era. And I'm not hating on none of these schools because they had their era. But if you go to the 2010s, and I mean, leading into that, because we had like kids like Gordon Warner and Travaris Cadet, those guys are 4-year guys too. But we go to this era right here, because everybody want to make Alabama the standard, like Jay said. Yeah. Alabama's the standard. But if you really look at it, right, we won 7 championships in the span of 10 years. There's a 10-year-old walking around here in Miami, Florida, going to class, and all he knows is that Miami Central is the high school standard of winning. Miami Central is because his whole life he's never seen anything else but Miami Central. If Bama's the standard, and everybody want to say, "Bama, man, they got 6 people, we got 7 and 10." But we've got 7 and 10, and we're still rolling.
Right.
And we're producing. And I tell you this, one of our main things is, and we're constantly producing collegiate-ready athletes.
Right.
Collegiate-ready athletes. We got Terrence Lewis. Let's look at that. If you look at Terrence Lewis, he number one, because this is all number 1 linebacker in the country, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Multiple state championships. Right. Plays on the biggest platform over at this school, right? So everything matches the checklist for a high school teenager. Oh man, I got my offers, I got my rings, I'm at a great school. Why come to Central? No, why come back to Central? We gotta say back.
Back.
Why you guys say back?
What you mean?
There's a reason why
What you
he
mean
said
say back? Why I said back?
He was at Miami Central first, but a lot
What
of
you
people
mean
don't
I
know
said
that.
back? But nobody know that because when people leave, we don't cry.
We don't cry.
It's a factory.
It's a factory.
What you mean? So
Terrence Lewis was there first,
Yes, he was there
That was
first.
the first.
and then he left, right?
Yes.
And y'all didn't cry.
No,
Y'all ain't get on Facebook. Y'all ain't say.
we ain't do none of that. At the end of the day, it was a conversation between us and the kid and us and the father.
hey man,
You understand? Respect.
Right.
He come back.
He come
He
back.
got everything. Because clearly, if somebody
A lot of
leave
people
you,
don't remember that.
A lot of people is not
Chad
gonna
the
remember.
facts.
They're not going to try to remember.
they don't want to remember that. We the boogeyman. Don't talk about us. If we don't talk about the boogeyman, he ain't there. We ain't got to be scared. If we don't talk about the
Don't talk bad
boogeyman,
about
he ain't there. We ain't got to be scared.
So let's talk about this. Okay, so a lot of kids transfer into Central. Okay, first thing, the way they get there, a lot of people don't understand that when you're winning, people want to play for y'all. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people just come to y'all, don't they?
Yeah.
Y'all ain't got no recruiting staff. Like they just come. They just show up. I know, because they just show up on the sideline at practice one day.
Man, these kids,
All the time.
These,
All the time.
these kids know us before we even know them.
Yep.
Right.
I was at the FIU camp yesterday, about 6 kids. What's up, Coach Jube? What's up? And I don't even, who is this kid? I don't even know him. But I'm not, but, and that's what it is. Wow, man, you stole my kid. Yo.
The second part is, do anybody steal y'all kids?
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time. Hey, look, we had a kid left us, went to North Miami, played, and came back to us, right? So now, a lot of people don't know this, but a lot of kids that play for other schools, they be like relatives to me or him or good friends of the family to him. They're like, hey man, I want to come to Miami Central. All right, come on. You come to Miami Central, next thing you know, we in the meeting, Coach Smith, hey man, they reported us for tampering with their kids and yada yada yada, fine, whatever. I'm like, what? But you was all in our kids. You took like 3 kids from us the year before. We ain't saying not a thing. We said not a thing. You took 3 kids from us.
So when they report y'all, what happens?
It goes down to the state.
The thing is, the thing is,
But y'all never report anybody else.
Nah, for what?
Cause how do y'all look at it? How do y'all see it? Maybe
Wish you
if
the
y'all
best-
get that out there, maybe
wish you the
they
best
can
of
implement
luck.
it in their
That's right, because at the end of the day,
Go play football.
it's your decision, your parents' decision.
It's your future.
We can't control that. It's your future.
Right.
I
You
learned this.
understand?
I learned this
So-
a long time ago. If you want to control kids, have your own.
it's your
Have your
future.
own. We're just here to help you get where you're going.
Right.
If this is not listen, in this game, right? Kids are going to move around. That's just what it is. You can't cry about it. It is what it is. You're a football coach. That's why you got coach in front of your name. Coach, don't cry, coach.
Right.
He's gone. All right, create another one. I can. That's what it's going to be. Tons of time people poach our kids. It is what it is. Respect. Wish you nothing but the best.
Last year I asked, did y'all have one of the greatest linebacking corps ever in South Florida? I started asking that question, but a lot of people didn't get to see him because of COVID. How y'all felt about that? Y'all had Wesley, or y'all had
Rudy Jean Lewis.
Willie Jean Lewis, and y'all had
Terrence
T2.
Lewis.
How y'all felt about that? Y'all think y'all seen a lot of South Florida football? What y'all thought about that?
I let the linebacker coach. He coached.
Oh, is that why y'all was
I'm
smiling?
gonna let the linebacker coach speak on it.
Man, wow, how can I start this? Greatest coach of the year ever.
Really?
Greatest coach of the year ever.
Wow.
To get them 3, at first it was a little struggle because you got 2 guys that always played with each other, coming from a guy that came from another school, from another great program,
Right.
to come and fulfill with these 2 guys that always been on 95th Street. You understand? It was a 2 different style of coaching at first. Coaching these 2 guys and then coaching this one kid, I had to basically come up with suggestions, come up with a plan to get him to fill in and play with these 2 guys playing style how I want them to play linebacker.
Right.
You understand? And I could say this, it was a struggle at first, but after that, he picked on it quick. Terrence Lewis was a great.
What could be the struggle? Like, give me an example.
One thing about it, a lot of people say, oh, this kid always had great coaching. This kid always was on a big stage. But a lot of people don't see the techniques, the style of playing.
Right.
Most of the time, I'm a linebacker coach, but you might be a linebacker coach. The way I coach linebackers will be totally different from the way you coach linebackers. Right. So now I gotta break that down, erase the memory chip, take it away out of his brain, throw it away, and reprogram him to play how I want him to play. You understand? Mm-hmm. So sometimes it's a hassle for many years knowing how he played, and to break it down and trying to teach him how to play my style of football within a couple of months is a lot of coaching and it's a lot of hard work, but it can be done. You understand? Majority of the time it's all mental. You understand? You basically gotta prepare the kid, break it down, watch how he used to play, and get him to fill in on how you want him to play. Right. And having all three of them kids come in and play together, it was amazing. Yeah. One of the fastest three-core linebacker that I ever seen play within a long time.
Right. See,
you understand?
I know what I was looking at, and I started saying it, and people they started calling out.
I get what you were saying.
Two duels, they started calling out. But it wasn't really three. But no, they were very good. They were very good, but a lot of it's going to go down as one of them things that people didn't see, right? Because they didn't get to play in front of the
There's a lot of people backed out of playing for us, playing against us. And I mean, hats out. I'll be telling you this, hats off to Coach Smith and our administration for allowing us to opt in, because it was a risk, and it was a conversation that was had by us as coaches. And Smith was like, "Listen, there could be a chance that we only play 3 games and we lose and we done, right. and these kids may not get that film that's guaranteed. What do we want to do?" And I'll tell you this, and I've coached at North, I coached at Carol City, but I'm telling you, that building at Miami Central, that program and that neighborhood, it was a consensus. We play for rings over here.
That's it.
We play for rings over here.
Right.
We gonna put it, do or die. Like, we'll play like there's no tomorrow. For us to be playing guys who have full schedule, and we just got together 3 weeks. Hey man, first game is Northwestern. Well, shoot, they got 3 weeks too. Let's go.
And now that you bring that up, and we kind of forget because we go through so much. The way this shit went was North Florida was already practicing.
Way
See, that's what people don't understand. South Florida, it was nothing open down there.
Nothing.
And it's almost as if they just gave them a head start.
Yes.
So all of Florida had a head start on South Florida, and y'all jumped into it. How late was it?
Oh, really?
They had like 5 games ahead of us.
They did.
They had
5 games
ahead of us.
And by the time we jumped in, but then for us, it was a lot of teams backed out. So we really went into the game. We didn't even have 2 games. To be honest with you, we had 1 game, and we played Edison a half. And then after that, we went through like a spell of like 4 weeks of no games. So then after that, we went into the playoffs. So it was just like,
I was driving back from IMG watching that game on somebody live, and it was raining.
So I mean, hats off to the kids. Hats off to the administration. Hats off to Coach Smith. Hats off to the families, because it took a tight-knit group to be able to weather all that adversity and to be able to still come out successful. You get what I'm saying? Like, for me, that was a special year because it was a lot of things that went on. Especially when you at that age, when you're a teenager, it's a lot of things that can make you lose focus. Right. But they was able to stay focused. Hey, you think about it, you ain't playing a game in 3 weeks, you just keep playing against each other.
That was tough on the kids.
That's tough.
That was tough.
That was frustrating.
They were frustrated.
Could you imagine being a senior?
Yeah.
Hoping to get offered.
Yeah.
And then that shit happens.
Bingo.
It teaches you about life. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how life is. We're grown men. We know that. We know it now. That's how shit happens. But as a kid, man, you like, damn, the coaches can't come to practice this year. And I'm sure it had to be deflating for a lot of kids, bro.
The thing is, like I said, one thing we really pride ourselves on is creating adverse situations for the kids at Central. regardless. It don't matter what you're doing. It's adverse situations. You're always held to a standard. We're always gonna, because really, it ain't about crying about spilled milk. It's about how you making an action plan to get it off the ground, like get it up.
Right.
Because it ain't if it's gonna happen. It's when it's gonna happen. You gotta know that adversity is gonna. It's inevitable. But the character, your true character, is revealed how you fight through adversity. And that's what we try to do, especially with our kids in the inner city. It's like, listen, man, they already got a head start on you. So you got to push and pull and fight and claw, double what they. But you know what I'm saying? When they be like, well, coach, I got to B or I got to C, but that ain't good enough. That ain't the standard. You know what I'm saying? You got to stand out. You got to make yourself pop. You got to separate yourself from any and everything. Right. And that shows, like, with our kids. I mean, for us, the culmination of that championship game, because we won like 46-0. It was just, it was
the only shutout that I did.
Well, only shutout.
The only shutout that day
in the state championship game. That was like the nail in the coffin as far as like, okay, you guys finally arrived. You guys play cohesive.
All right, listen, man. Y'all like, share. We're gonna be right back with the coaches from Central, man.
It's gonna take 3 motherfucking days, and that's what?